Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
I'm not taking him down.
No, I said the other guy.
You know what? No, you.
Why?
That's who I'm taking down. Your state of hysteria yesterday was awesome. And I know you're going to think that I'm taking a shot at you, but I'm not taking a shot at you.
Why would you think that? I don't think that.
Okay, no, because everybody likes to pick up Neil.
Everyone loves Neil. It's okay.
Would you listen to me? So yesterday afternoon, I'm sitting at home, just chilling out, perusing and everything. And Maz, seriously, how many, in the span of about 10 minutes, how many clips did you send us? You sent us a bunch, all right? That's why we love working with Maz, because like throughout the day, periodically, you'll get things. And KG, I don't know, it may have been during the show, so I don't know if you were like aware. So Maz is sending clips, and he's like, I can't believe Brad's yelling at people. And then he goes, like 10 seconds later, he goes, okay, disregard. That's from like 2022.
No, I seen it. And I immediately went to look because I'm like, oh, what's all the hubbub about?
You know what?
Brad Holmes just spoke.
Listen,
and I'm like, this is an old interview.
I know. I said, I've heard this before. And then I looked, and I'm like, he's wearing the same thing. I'm like, it's gotta be.
Oh my God,
Do you remember when he pulled out his receipts? For
Yeah.
those of you,
We have that cut.
Good times,
when
man.
he pulled out the receipts, right? And in fairness, I'm going to call myself out. Some of those receipts applied to me. I admit it. I openly admit it.
You and a lot of people. It wasn't just you.
Openly admit it. No problem.
And at the time, I feel like that was fair. At the time.
1,000%.
At the time.
But, you know the flip side to that. Could you imagine if one person tried to pull out receipts with him?
Ooh.
Could you imagine?
Oh.
It goes both ways. Brad, I still trust you. I do. I do. I know, Matt, you should have seen Maz's face. I can see it like out of my periphery vision. I still trust you. I don't have the level of awe that I did before. Look at that picture. Maz.
In a Jaguar jacket.
In a Jaguar. They head in the right direction.
Yeah.
But, Brad, you are not
Boy.
You're not infallible.
We're not perfect.
He make it hard to defend, boy.
We've proven that now. We've
But
proven it.
boy, he thinks he is.
Man's ready to launch.
I don't think it's as bad as our emotion is letting us.
What'd you say, Kenny?
I said, you ready to launch. I can tell.
No, I'm not ready to launch.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
It's in the air
not.
around Maz.
Totally not. You know how I feel.
I have to. You know how we are as human beings, especially those of us who have been longtime fans. Okay, you have to try to take emotion out of it. Has it been as bad as some people make it out to be? No.
No.
Have there been some misses and some eye-popping things? Yeah. Has there been? I say it all the time. Who the hell am I anyway, right?
What do
He
we
and
know?
I have a philosophical difference on how to get after the quarterback. I just, and Maz, you talked about it yesterday. You're expending energy. I subscribe to the Tony Dungy school. Get after their quarterback, and your quarterback get after their team. That's the NFL today. And I don't think we do a good enough job
I
getting
think that's
after
the NFL all the time.
Yep. I think in particularly more today where legitimately you're punishing the secondary. Legitimately. The way the game is called.
Right, you can't defend.
You are. You're punishing your secondary.
Yeah.
So I think that puts the impetus on getting after the quarterback even more so. So philosophical difference, but again, who the hell am I? I think Brad Holmes kind of wins that battle, right?
Yeah.
My illustrious general manager career. But we're getting closer to that time, Maz, where emotion like yours yesterday is going to be prevalent.
Even from the current press conference, there was a lot of emotion to come out of it. Because
He almost drove Easy to drink yesterday.
shout out heavyweights, man. They did a great job.
Shout out
that.
Easy during the day when he first came out and said, "You know me, I go after everything." Easy almost lost it.
Yeah, he did lose it.
He almost lost it. We'll play the cuts for you.
All right. And Easy's my guy. Easy's my guy. All right? And part of what makes easy is that emotion. Can you take a step back for a second today? And it's easier today than yesterday, okay? Can you take a step? Do you believe that?
What?
Do you believe what you just said? Do you really believe that this is going to be if there's a wide receiver staring right at him?
No.
Well, he's the BPA. I got to take the BPA.
No, he has common sense.
I don't believe that for a second.
I don't.
Sorry.
Just BPA for the sake of BPA, y'all. And
Yeah,
there's been
I
examples throughout his draft history that'll show you that's not his bag. He'll do BPA, but he'll also account for need as well.
You got it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think within reason, and this goes back to what we've been talking about, and it was funny because one of the clips I thought of you, Maz, because, Maz has his pants right. All I have to do is say Sonny Styles, and Maz's pants come off. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Are we forgetting who our general manager is? That's one thing. I don't care if you hate his guts. I don't care if you've lost all faith in him. I don't care if you still believe that he is the be-all, end-all, okay? The one thing, sorry.
No, it's all good.
The one thing that we all have to agree on is this is a man, if he sees something that he wants, if he sees something he likes, he's going to move up.
Yeah.
And it was funny because I saw people react on social media, and I get it. So much is about the clicks now, okay? Brad says he'll move up. Well, when hasn't he?
No, Brad said he'd go all in. Someone
Right.
asked him that.
Right.
That's when Easy almost drove
That's
off the cliff.
different, though, from
But-
what he talking about. But, yeah, he did say that.
When
gonna
hasn't
get to
he,
it.
though? When, seriously, hasn't he shown via the draft, what do I need to do? Do I need to move up? Do I need to move back? Do I need to put a package of picks together to go get some random wide receiver later in the draft? To me, I don't know. There wasn't as much shock, KG, out of all that yesterday for me as there was for a lot of, the social media world.
No, I get that. And just speaking on the whole press conference, me personally, somebody that likes Brad, that supports Brad, that believes in the direction that this Lions team is going, even though we've had some setbacks, there was some things here and there. There was about 3 things that I personally was like, oh, really, Brad? And I can understand why people are feeling away, because when you go up there and, sometimes, and Brad does have this thing, let's be real about it. Brad kind of has this thing to where he feels the need to defend himself in terms of the media, in terms of the fans. So, kind of the comments of, what do you think the premium positions is? Or, oh, I do that all the time. I think you guys get mad at me. It's little comments like that. When people say Brad is the smartest person in the room, it makes it harder to defend when you go up there and you do shit like that. That's all.
There is a smugness there.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's
an element of that.
It's not Scott Harris smug, but there's a smugness there. There's a smugness there. See, KG, the way you just described it, and I know there are probably people that are going to get mad at both of us. I said it earlier, and you should have seen Maz bitter beer face. I still believe in the guy.
Yeah.
I'm not off Team Brad. Okay.
No.
Are there dents in the armor? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Things I disagree with? Yes.
Yes. But I'm not off the train yet. I'm not off the train.
He would have to do a lot more to get me to be off that train. But if he thinks he can go out there and have another season that they had last year, in which you're struggling to make the playoffs, and there's a chance you may or may not make it at the end of the year, that's not going to be good enough, and that's going to only turn the heat up more. So I think when he goes out and does stuff like this in 2023, that was cool, because the first 3 years of your regime, you were kind of right about some of those things. But the last 3 years of your regime,
Bam.
there has been question marks. And I don't think that, even the craziest fans, yes, we fly off the handle, we get emotional, we have 60 plus years of bullshit as to why we act like this. But we are far from a dumb fan base. And it's just sometimes when he goes up there, he kind of speaks down. It seems like he's speaking down to people. And I don't think that's necessary, especially in a year like this in which you have a lot of problems that you have to fix pretty quickly.
There is a big difference. I will say this until I'm blue in the face. This league is set up for you to become good. It is.
Yeah.
It is set up.
Formula.
The difficult part is to become a champion.
Yes.
And this is the hardest part. This has been the hardest part for a couple of years. And it's kind of funny the way, I don't know how you guys are, but I can't help but think of Steve Yzerman here, okay? And stick with me for just a
He's
second.
smug too.
Very smug.
Yeah.
But Steve could fall back and say, look what I did for Tampa. Yeah, I get it. I wasn't the general manager when we finally won. But I literally started, of course, with Stamkos and Hedman there.
Yeah,
Right.
that's a pretty good start.
I literally started a juggernaut. A team that once again this year has a chance to get back to the Stanley Cup final. My fingerprints are all over it. Yes, I know, and I don't want to take anything away from my former underling. Yes, I know Julian Brisebois did some heavy lifting himself, including, in my mind, getting Big Rig. That team was soft. He went and got some grit. All right? Oh, I used the G word.
You did.
But
It's on the banned
listen,
list.
Put some money in the cookie jar.
trust is earned, okay? And I get it. There are people in this town. You're my general manager, so I love you. Steve had already had an incredible resume, whether it be Team Canada, whether it be Tampa. Okay, but at some point in time, that credit all disappeared.
Why does Team Canada count?
Well, I think
You have
when
the best Canadian players. I mean, anyone can run
how'd that work
team.
out in the Olympics?
Well, they lost. They lost this time.
Yeah, how'd that work out?
They lost this time.
Well, I think you have to. Should you say that the general manager didn't do a good job?
I guess he's
Well,
fine.
conversely, the first time the pros played, Bob Clark got killed. Remember they lost in Nagano? Bob
Yeah.
Clark got killed. They didn't even medal. So
They
out of
didn't
respect,
they didn't medal in Nagano?
no.
Wow.
Remember they Dominic Hasek,
And Bobby Clark was the guy.
Bob Clark, yeah. But hear me out. At some point in time, you have to stop back and just look at Steve Yzerman here in Detroit. Steve Yzerman has sold hope for 7 years. And there are still people that are smoking the hopium left and right. I mean, I see people, well, wait till you see this, wait till you see that, wait till you see this. And that's the same issue that I have with the Tigers. How many times have we talked about it with the Tigers? Ho, ho, ho. Don't you worry. Here comes Daz Cameron. Here comes Casper Wells. Here comes, Rico Brogna. All these.
Casper Wells.
Surely he'll save it.
I
Yeah,
love
right.
Casper Wells.
All these bums, right? Brad isn't there. Brad has shown us, hey, listen, I really like this guy. Boom. Hey, listen, I think we got a good team. Boom. It's a different place now because now it's about winning a championship, okay? The Red Wings aren't close.
No, they're not.
okay?
A lot needs
stop
fixing
it.
on the
In
Wings.
no way, shape, or form.
The Pistons are the closest.
Right. And you know what? As we've talked about, KG, you and I talked about this a few weeks ago. It isn't there for Langdon yet, but it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming. Right now, we're still in the honeymoon with him. We really are. We're still in the honeymoon with him. If the Pistons fall short this year, what are we all going to say? I know what I'm going to say. You ready?
You need more.
I need more. Hey, that's great. I'm so glad that we won the East, okay?
60 wins.
Now we got to go win a championship. And you know what we're going to do? You just said 60 wins. You know what we're going to do? I almost swore. Screw 60 wins.
Yeah.
A year from now?
Sounds a lot like 15-2.
Right. It's human nature. So I think that's the difference maybe between Brad. Brad has actually shown us legitimate steps. It's become stagnant. It's stagnant right now. It is.
Yeah.
It's stagnant.
And the minute expectations, real Super Bowl expectations hit this team, that's where it kind of went backwards.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's where he has to realize, like, we're not just clamoring for a big name just for the sake of a big name. I think sometimes he forgets the reason that these guys are big names is because they're exceptional on the football field. They're not average. They're not good. These are very, very good players that are highly coveted by franchises in this league. So it's not just us wanting the big name. Yeah, we want the big name because it never happens here in Detroit, but we also want to improve our football team. And it's just in those certain areas, it's like, I think I don't want to say tone deaf, but he has his way of doing things. He seems like very steadfast in his belief in doing things. And there's nothing different. Like, if you look at this press conference yesterday, it's no different than the one he did a month before that. It's no different than the one he did last year. I didn't learn anything new. Were there things that I took out of that where I was kind of like, I don't know about that? Yeah, but there's nothing new. He's telling you the same shit every time he goes up there.
I'm hitting the bell, the non-existent bell right now.
I got you.
That was
ding, ding, ding.
1,000% my exact sentiment, and that's why I was laughing at Maz. With respect, okay? I'm not taking a shot.
It's okay, bro.
Because you got in your, like, emotional state yesterday, and I was like, did I really hear anything new? Did I learn anything? Brad will possibly move up and go all in if there's a guy he likes.
Right.
Check. Mm-hmm. Brad is going to tell me that he is going to follow BPA. Check.
Yep.
Brad is going to chastise somebody in the room, for having the audacity to talk about needs. Check.
Yeah.
Don't forget, he has to talk about his free agent class
It's the Brad Holmes formula.
and his starters. That he got
It is,
added.
Alex. You're right.
But just make sure you fired up about the player, because if you're not fired up about the player and then you get him on the field, it could not work.
Brad will talk about his
Like, come on, man.
guest appearance on Larry and Juice.
Right.
Check. Those are like I didn't learn anything yesterday.
Larry and DJ was yesterday. He talked about. It's good.
I don't think Brad has
stuff.
any, like, media training. Like, to be honest, I don't think anybody's pulled Brad aside and said, hey, this is how you conduct a press conference. Or maybe they have, and Brad's like, all right, I understand, and just goes out there and does the Brad Holmes thing.
Yeah. I mean, I can respect it, though, because he's not changing the message every time he goes up there. He's consistent.
It's the same thing every time.
I can respect it.
He's like a robot.
But
Can we say that?
Well, and
Yeah.
you know what? I really wonder, I really wonder if he would have this same routine in another market, because I'm not. Here comes old bit. We're a soft media in this town. We are. We're a very soft media. We are, and guys that have the audacity to ask the tough question in this town, they're idiots. They're troublemakers. They're trying to stir the pot, because we, like, legitimately, we all want to dance around and do the Lego land. Everything is awesome. Well, like, Maz, you've been here we're a soft media.
There's a lack of accountability when it comes to, like, the tough questions that need to be answered.
People get
Especially
mad.
from Brad.
No,
Our
but-
contemporaries get mad. You know
Yeah.
it. I know it. They get. Who's that asshole from Woodward Sports?
Yeah, they hate us.
Who? How could you ask that question? What? Where have you been? Oh my gosh!
How can
mean-
you say Dylan Larkin needs to step up?
I had the audacity to ask a general manager a difficult question? Holy shit! Try lasting in Toronto or Montreal for a day.
Or here.
Or New York. Oh my gosh. I can't believe he asked that question. That damn Carlos. It just, like, right? Shout out, Carlos. I mean that. Like,
Yeah.
somebody's got to play that role in this town.
And I thought, and that's one of the things I kind of took umbrage with. Dave Burkett, friend of the show, friend of the network.
Shout out.
He goes and asks you what are the premium positions or the positions that you really place a value on in this draft. And he kind of had that smart answer. And it's like, what was that for?
I couldn't agree more.
It was like, what was that
It's
for?
a very black and white answer that Brad should have just answered. Like, we know he's not going to say edge rusher because
Yeah.
we know he doesn't put a premium, but, like, give us an answer that isn't, like, the typical Brad Holmes answer.
Right, or just taking shots. Oh, you guys tell me what the premium positions are. You've told me since 2023. It's not necessary, bro, especially in a year like this. It's not necessary.
Who's the long-haired dude, Nick?
Nick
Who's
Wright.
from Chicago and hates the Lions?
Nick Wright.
Nick
Oh,
Wright.
Nick
Okay.
Wright.
Yeah, Nick
I-
Wright.
I mean,
Yeah, that
he's
fucking,
totally.
that guy.
Every time I've watched that guy,
He's a clickbait.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a rage baiter for sure.
Right. He called Jared Goff a civilian.
Yeah,
Good times.
And that's fine.
I
He
know
has his
what
opinion.
I know what he's
But
doing.
also
Okay?
Yeah.
Josh
And
Allen.
by the way, I don't have a problem with that
Me
for the
neither.
most part.
He's a ball buster,
I
that's all.
I really don't.
I don't care.
He is one of many people, and this is from my experience watching the drafts, and we talk about it all the time. We talked about it since December. Look, if you're looking at a draft in December, and maybe some of you took me up on my homework assignment I gave you, save the mock drafts in December and look at how miserably wrong they are,
Yeah.
okay? Because you start to find out once the Underwear Olympics happen what teams really think. And then as you get closer, if you hear a certain name pop up, sometimes, not always, there's validity to that. He was, Nick Wright?
Nick Wright.
Yeah.
He was pumping Freeling from Georgia to Detroit. And for whatever reason, I saw his name pop up 2 or 3 times yesterday in Detroit. So I really wonder if there was a loose
Monroe
lips
Freeling.
type of, yeah. I wonder if there was because I'll be honest with you, I hadn't seen his name attached too often.
I saw it a couple of times.
Just
Couple of
yesterday,
times.
though, I saw it multiple times. And that just a little red flag. That doesn't mean, and I'm telling you right now, that's who the Lions are taking. It doesn't mean that.
He might
But
not even be here.
usually if shit like that, somebody says something, usually a couple hits like that. So we'll see.
Well, let's see. Guy plays for Georgia. Guy plays for Alabama. You know, those are the guys that are going to get the press, right? Guys that play for Ohio
Which
State.
is true, yeah.
Those are the guys that are going to get pushed. You can't miss if you played for those schools. Iowa for tight ends or tackles or guards. That's what you want with Iowa. You know, that's each school pushes their own guys out there. Of course, they want the most number 1 draft picks taken. So we'll
I
see
think
where it
we
goes.
kind of, in my mind, we kind of fell into that rut in the past week of Penn State or Alabama. And now, like, Freeling jumped into it, right? Doesn't it?
One guard, 2 tackles.
Yeah, that was, that was kind of what I saw, all right? And now this is into it. I don't know, but for the people out there that, like, are worried about BPA, he's going to get a guy.
Yeah.
He's going to get a guy.
I got a cut from Ian Rappaport that we'll play a little bit later. He was with Tom Pelissero on their podcast, and Rapp is almost guaranteeing they're going to take somebody huge, whether it be an offensive guy on the line or a defensive guy on the line. And we'll play that cut for you coming up. But he is like, the Lions are going to go huge. That's the word he used.
Huge.
I'm going to say it again.
Trump voice.
All right? And much to your sorrow, my jaw would fall on the floor if he grabbed one of the edges that are available.
They were talking about inside defensive guys to help those guys.
Listen, I think that's coming later in the draft. I really do.
I wouldn't be
First
surprised.
round though, I don't.
I
What
hope
do I
not
know?
first round.
What do I know?
Exactly.
I don't think so. We'll see. All right.
I wouldn't mind Akeem Messidor dropping into their lap.
would-
I know he's got a rap sheet, like everyone else does. A couple things the Lions don't like about players. He's got those kind of traits.
Nitty gritty said we're good. We got Larry and Juice.
We do.
I'm gonna,
And
start,
he views them as starters.
I'm gonna have an ulcer.
Well, he views Larry as a starter. Yeah, I don't
don't
necessarily
believe
believe that
I
either.
don't believe it.
Believe it, man.
I'm
No, I
hoping
don't
not.
believe
No, believe it. Believe it.
See, he's in his
Dude,
emotions.
Matt
I
sounded
know,
like
I know.
Naruto over here.
But there is a chance. I don't think it'll happen, but there's a chance he could roll out as your day 1 starter.
I'll bet you another steak that Borum's on the line. I'll bet you another steak that Borum is on the line.
Which
Wait
game?
until after the draft. How's that?
That's fine.
I will take that draft. I will take that bet after the draft.
Okay. I hope Larry could start.
I-
How about that? I do. I hope he is going to be great. I do.
Could you imagine that would be like the saddest Larry and Juice. Is this the end of the line for Juice? Congratulations, Larry, you made the trade. Don't worry, Juice, you'll make it too. I'm not so sure about
You're
that.
right.
Juice is going to make it because he could play 2-3 different spots on that
he look
line.
at the names on the paper of the people that's been cut. You hear the
Like
audience
Rudy?
go, "Oh."
No, he goes to the starting lineup like Rudy did.
Right.
He goes down. Oh, Larry, you're starting. Don't worry, Juice, your time's coming.
Then they all go in and lay their jerseys on the table.
cut the light out on the way out. Like,
Jared Goff, you're a captain. Start acting like it. I believe I am, and everybody lays their jersey down for Juice.
that's so
For
funny,
Rudy.
dog.
This is for Juice. For Juice.
Right.
For Juice, coach. Then Dan Devine rises from the grave.
Right. Juice the last one in the room. He walk out, cut out the light behind him, shut the door.
On the back of Juice's jersey will be Juice.
Oh, it needs to be,
Yeah.
please.
It has to be like he hate me, Juice.
And then it's going to be covered in dirt because he's going to get blown by every time he's on the line.
I
I
need
swear.
it. Oh, my gosh.
You watch your mouth, Alex.
All right.
Oh, man, we
how about we
silly,
break? You want to do that?
We can
Yeah.
do that. Then we can play some of this sound.
All right, we'll play
Can
some
we
of
play
this.
the
Gotta
one
get
from?
into
Can we
the
play the
sound.
one from 3 years ago too?
Did I talk you off the ledge, man? Did KG and I talk you off the match?
No,
Yeah, sure.
no, you grabbing the 2024 cuts was
That
hilarious,
was
though.
that was. If I could take a screenshot of that moment in life,
I'm
that
not
was
gonna
so
lie.
great.
For the first
I know
5
he
seconds,
said it. I know I heard it. But he wore the same clothes.
Baz got me though. The first 5 seconds, I'm watching the cut, and I'm like, "Damn, did Brad really go up here and just trash the media like that?"
He lost his mind. That's it.
And then I look at the date and say 2020.
No, first I said, "Oh, that was last year." Then I'm like, "No, that was 2 years ago."
Like about 1 minute later, too, he goes, disregard.
Right.
After he pressed the button. Could you imagine Maz is like the president? He gets so pissed he pushes the button. And then a minute later he goes, I guess we're not under attack.
Sorry, withdraw the nukes. My
8
bad.
million missiles are in the air.
We can
just
draw
bring
them
them back.
Bring them back. Bring them back.
Guys, somebody get a tech guy in here to bring these missiles back.
You had me for the first 5 seconds. I swear you did. I'm like, dog, Brad dropped his
my
dick on the
gosh.
table.
Listen, we're
I'm
gonna
like,
play both
whoa.
cuts. I'm gonna show you both cuts back to back, and you tell me it's not the same year. I'm telling you,
It's probably the
Lost
same
his
order.
mind.
He
It's
went
over.
back.
Oh, that was last year.
Yeah.
he went back in time.
Dog, I'm like, dog.
All right. Where are we going, JB?
Oh, we gotta hear from Planet Fitness
Oh, God.
and then Pure Psychiatry.
Bring those
But
missiles
first,
back.
let me clear up these super chats. Shout out to Gold Crown for sponsoring the segment with our super chats. Detroit DC sends in $5. Said it was really great to hear that he thinks he's too aggressive going after the big time players, but to put us over the top, super fantastic.
Okay, there's a lot of validity to what Detroit DC
Oh,
just
yeah,
said.
we gonna get into that part.
Okay.
That was the most audacious of the whole
Point
interview.
Take it.
Audacious.
The most audacious shit he did the
Point
whole
taken.
press conference.
He really is something.
Smart
Anything
guy,
else,
man.
JB?
No, that's
Smart
it.
guy.
Slight
Yeah.
case of delusion.
Hey, Planet Fitness is for everyone.
Oh,
Over
God.
2,700 clubs nationwide. Over 50 in Metro
Bring the
Detroit
missiles back.
alone. Shout out to Planet
I
Fitness.
guess we're not at
Northville.
war.
You
Disregard.
get access to the Black Card Spa where you can recover with hydro massage and other innovative amenities. Bring a free guest anytime you want. If you're on the road, you can check out their facilities as well. Just $24.99 a month. We're all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness. And getting serious for a second, we talk about sports every day. Wins and losses, pressure, expectations, real life, as you know. That's not always so easy. Just know at Woodward Sports, you are never alone. And neither is your mental health journey. At Pure Psychiatry, they provide you with personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you. It isn't that cookie cutter thing. Well, it worked for them. It worked for her. No. They're going to figure out what works for you. 16 locations in Michigan, 2 in Ohio. They make getting help accessible and comfortable. If you've been thinking about taking that first step, take it. Take it with PurePsychMI.com. That's all you have to do. Visit PurePsychMI.com on your screen.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith.
New focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
WoodwardSports.com and click on Shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. WoodwardSports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at WoodwardSports.com. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
I hate to tell you, energy drinks, but you're about to be crushed. Thrive nootropic energy pouches are here to change the game by delivering steady, focused performance in a clean white pouch for a fraction of the cost. And unlike other brands, Thrive comes from an American company that's been leading the way for over 30 years. So stop drinking gut rot energy drinks and why don't you thrive for a change? It's just better.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Hey, you know the corporation, your insurance company, the government, they are going to do whatever it takes to win a battle.
The man.
To minimize their fault. That's why you need a fighter. Not just a fighter, you need the fighter. Ven Johnson. He's been doing it for years. He's been winning for years. And when you need a fighter in your corner, you need the fighter. Contact Ven at venfights.com.
I'll call Ven when I push that button by accident.
Sorry, I told you to proceed with caution. Well, you know what? You should have put a reverse on those missiles.
You mean to tell me there's no reverse control?
It's the general's fault.
All right.
Neil! Then he gets mad at Neil.
It's General Neil.
Oh, is that funny?
Oh my God, Neil being Maz's general would be great.
Oh man,
Christ.
what? I pay good money.
There's a TV show I would watch.
You're right.
Maz and Neil in the Oval Office.
All right, listen, in case you're just joining us, if you're late to the show, Maz had an episode yesterday afternoon, okay, where, like, in the span of a minute, he sent us, like, a bunch of clips, and he sent us a clip from, like, 3 years ago. And he was like, that's it, he's lost his mind. And then he was like, oh, forget that, disregard, that was from, like, 3 years ago.
2 years ago.
Sorry, 2 years ago.
He got the receipts press conference for anybody that wants to know. So
the receipts press conference, which I'd love to play for everybody.
All right. So where do you want to start? Do you want to start with Brad if he feels Larry and DJ Wanham are starting players?
Why not?
I don't want to.
Right tackle and defensive end. What's your confidence level in Borum and Wanham if those guys, that they can be every down starter types, or do you have to, supplement that in the draft?
Yeah, I mean, I've said in the past, I thought Borum put out good tape this year. I don't foresee that. You don't have a crystal ball, but from what last thing I saw on tape, I do think that he's got starter level ability, and same as Wanham. You're talking about guys that have been starters in the NFL, but just kind of look at where the trend is going, where the arrow is going. the last time. They're still young, but we feel good about both of them. So we don't feel like it's, we have to supplement them because.
Yep.
I'm gonna disintegrate.
I was waiting for the cartoon to start right after that. I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna.
That's all, folks.
See, it's statements like that where I'm like, Brad, I want to trust you. I want to let you go to the club in that skimpy outfit by yourself, but I have a weird feeling you're gonna take a drink from a stranger.
It's gonna look like Roadhouse, is what you saying?
All right. Can I, in the interest of being fair?
Yeah, just be fair, because they were starters.
Okay.
At one time.
What's he supposed to say about Larry? This is a guy he brought in. Hey, listen, guys. Okay, he's nothing but an insurance piece. I'm not going to put him on the line. Like, he's a backup. That's why we got him. We don't view him in any way, shape, or form as a starter. Like, what's he supposed to say?
I mean, in
fairness to Brad,
you don't have to say he's a starter level player though. You can big him up without saying he's a starter.
He said his tape was good.
Yeah,
he saw his tape, and it was good.
Used car salesman. Anybody want a lemon?
Was this guy listening to us on
Listen,
break?
this guy obviously he came up from the enterprise world, right?
Yeah, he
did. He was the guy. He was the rent-a-car guy. So when Sean goes in and asks for a convertible, he's like, "You'd be better off with a Corolla."
Right.
Why don't you take the Corolla? You got better value with the Corolla.
You don't want to bring the Ferrari in, because if you bring the Ferrari in and it doesn't drive right, there's a good chance you won't be getting on the road today. So
listen, you want to save some money? Take the Honda Civic. The Civic's going to be good. How about the Volt? Take the Volt. You got to stop every 30 minutes to charge it, but go ahead, take the Volt.
Positional car villain.
The Corolla's going to get you there. You know,
right.
It's
What's
going
the
to get
difference?
you there.
What you call it? The juice Corolla?
The juice Corolla's going to get you there.
Now,
It's
in
safer.
fairness, I'm not like one of those snobby. I don't like electric car guys.
I'm not either. I don't care.
Okay, that original Volt, we had one for my daughter.
Yeah.
Was hell.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was absolute.
Absolutely.
So people like Neil are snowflakes, is what you're saying?
No. And he and I had this conversation.
Shout out Neil.
You got to remember that was like the early model, right?
Yeah, the first Volts.
So there have been advancements made.
Shout out Elon.
The worst part is, like, in the wintertime, if it was below like 25 degrees, you weren't charging that car for hours.
Oh my God.
You just weren't. Like, it had to sit in the garage and warm up to even get a charge.
Wow.
Like,
Well,
I'm
that's
serious,
stupid.
it would pop the fuse. That was the most frustrating thing. So
Well, they've come a long way.
it's come a long way, but that's why I giggled when you said that.
Of
That's
course.
Sean out in his garage with a hairdryer, just
right.
My buddy Brian, just a quick side note. My buddy Brian, who travels to all over the country for games, took a trip to Texas to go see the Astros on one side in Houston and the Rangers in Arlington. He gets to the airport and they give him an electric car, and he's never had one. He's like, I didn't ask for an electric car. He's like, that's all we have. So this guy had to map out where, in Texas, where he don't know where he's going, had to map out where he could charge this thing.
Holy crap.
So he had to leave like 5 hours ahead of time because it would only go for 3 hours or whatever the power that it gave you. He explained to me, it was the worst experience of his entire life.
Dude, if she got home late from school in the wintertime, like if she had like one of her after school activities, I would be up until probably 11 o'clock at night, and back when I was doing mornings, mind you, and like waiting for the car to warm up enough just to get the juice in. The juice.
the juice solves all. He basically said we're okay again. That's
He
what's
is
bugging me.
not going to be on the starting.
I
You don't know that.
I don't believe it.
I hope not.
He
Sean,
said, listen,
I hope not.
he had a better grade, he did,
Now I'm turning into
than
Maz.
Taylor Decker. He did. He had a better grade than Taylor Decker, our guy.
Don't call Juice our guy.
Yeah.
Don't say
Juice is our guy now.
No,
Don't
he is.
say
No,
it.
Juice is ours.
I'm
is
telling you
ours,
right
but
now,
he's
he's
not my
starting
guy.
on the line.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Not
No,
my
he's
guard.
not.
He's on the line.
I will push that button.
Right tackle.
I will push the button.
Ain't no
Juice is-
reverse on the missiles, man.
And unlike you, I will have no regret. I'll push the button. Release the missiles.
Like we said, we'll wait on that one, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll wait on that.
We'll wait. We
Holmes
don't
on
know.
the free agent class.
Oh, he loves his class.
But how do you feel like you addressed your needs and, filled whatever holes you thought you had in that?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we did the best we could, and we maximized the resources that we had available, and that's my job to do that, and I think that we accomplished that.
I don't know what to make of it.
That's salesman talk right there.
What is we maximize the resources that we had available?
In other words, he used whatever they had left in the coffers for their free agent class, for their salary cap.
Financial constraints, Sean.
Yes, he did, because he's going to pay Jack Campbell and he's going to pay Jahmyr Gibbs. So that money to him is already spent. Like, it's in the envelope. My wife sometimes takes money and puts money in the envelope so she can pay the guy that cuts the grass. Like, she'll skim off the top of what we're really supposed to give the money, and she'll skim off the top. I'm sure you have got envelopes and your mattress stuff. You have your tree. You got your tree.
Money trees in the backyard.
This guy is already has his money put away, so he left himself this much money to spend, and he went out and got 12 guys for that money. You saw the 12 guys.
Yeah.
11 of them have 1-year contracts. 2 of them have the veterans minimum.
That's the truth.
That's what he got.
Yeah.
That's your new Lions. That's what you have. Now, they might be better than the guys that are gone. They might be. But we'll have to wait and see. They're all 1-year trial and error.
Yeah.
So this is the clip I think a lot of people were talking about. And KG, you said it best. You said it before I could say it. As God is my witness, my takeaway from yesterday was, okay, I didn't hear anything new.
No.
At this point in time, don't we know how Brad operates?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I say to people, that's all I can judge him on. He has consistently not put a premium on the other edge.
Yeah.
So why would I believe he's going to grab an edge?
In the last conference,
Maybe
he explained
surprises
why.
us. Yeah, right.
Yeah. He values setting the edge over getting to the quarterback.
Now, before you play this cut, JB, start at about 22 seconds in.
Okay.
So we can avoid the question and you just hear the answer on whether he would go all in on a player.
All right, let's hear it.
The guy out there that would, in your mind, pretty close guarantee get to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, if it's the right guy. Yeah. I mean, you guys know me. I feel like you guys get mad at me sometimes. I do that too much sometimes. But no, if we have that kind of conviction for a player, absolutely. We're gonna go and get him.
Now, this is the cut that drove Easy crazy. Because Easy's like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the only time you really went all in to move up was Tesla? That's when he gave up three number threes to go up and get that guy. Besides that, he moved up a couple spots for Terry and Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, he swapped to go get J-Mo.
Gibbs, too.
Gibbs as well.
Yeah.
But all in, as far as all in, it's only been on Tesla. And that's really not all in.
Right. I'm finna pull a Brad. Define all in.
Right.
Yeah, right. And
Right.
you know what, KG, to that point, we're not in an all-in state.
No.
We aren't. We aren't as a team. We are not at an. I don't think there is a move that the Lions could make right now where you would go, hot damn, they're the favorite.
You're right.
Because
But did he miss the chance to do that before?
I think he did.
is the real question.
I think he did. One man's opinion.
Yeah.
I think it was 2023. I really, truly, honestly do. Not 2024, 2023. I was devastated that day. I'm not being funny. I was devastated trade deadline day.
Yeah.
But what I didn't know then that I know now is my want and desire for going and getting that impactful guy on the front line. He doesn't believe in that. No. He doesn't.
Now, you're going to tell me if you're the head coach, that makes you feel good?
A good question. I don't know.
I'll answer you. No. It can't possibly make you feel confident. It can't. All the injuries that this team has suffered, and he don't go out and plug holes. He does, but he goes on the cheap. He doesn't go after the big guy. Again, I'll go back to Montez Sweat. Montez Sweat is an integral part of that Bears defense.
Don't do
push
it.
Do not push
There's
it.
no reverse on that.
There's no reverse on
Don't
those
do it.
missiles, Sean.
Holmes says
He's got to move up on this cut too, JB. Started at 16 seconds in on drafting for
this
need.
is one I think people made too big of a deal about. I
Yeah.
brought it up early.
Yeah.
I think people made too big of a deal.
I don't care about this one.
They will not draft for need.
Not really. Actually, I think sometimes you can get in trouble by doing that just because you might start to reach for a certain player because you feel like you need that position, and you never want to feel that way when you select a player. You pass up a really good player that you liked even more, but there is a question mark on your roster, so you just go ahead and you get that player that you weren't as excited about. It's hard to sleep at. I know for me it's hard to sleep at night when you do that, when you don't really get the player that you really, really wanted because you reach for a need. And if that reach, you already reached for it, so you already reached for a player that you weren't as fired up, but he fit a certain position, and then what if the player shows or demonstrates the reason why you weren't as fired up about him? So now you've reached for the guy, and now the guy's not even performing up to standards, the same reason why you had a reservation about him. Now you're really in trouble. So that's why I think you got to be careful with that.
You have done that before, reaching which you regretted?
No.
You haven't?
Not that I can remember.
Just
Why,
too house-
are you saying that I have?
Well, no, you said you hate that feeling when you
Oh,
play
yeah.
nine.
I just know, like, we've never done that, but I can only imagine, like, that's a hard, like, you can't take a player that you really you're not fired up about because he plays a certain position. And then the reason why you weren't fired up about him, he shows that on the field, and that's why you had reservation for him. And so now you got the double whammy, So no, we haven't done that. We only take players that we're really excited about.
Do you know what I think people do with that comment? And we're all guilty of it, okay? I'm not pointing the finger at you. I'm guilty of this as well. Sometimes we turn a comment into a black and white issue, okay? That's not a black and white issue. When he says that, it's within reason, okay? This isn't the quarterback class to use this analogy, but may I use the analogy anyway? If there was a guy sitting there, like the year that Aaron Rodgers free fell, okay? Aaron Rodgers is sitting there at 17. Clearly the best value. He's not drafting Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Okay? And I used the analogy earlier of a wide receiver. One of the top wide receivers, he's not drafting a wide receiver. Okay? So I think a lot of times people hear a comment like that and turn it into a hard and fast black and white issue. I think BPA within reason would be the better way to describe it. Okay? Yeah, he knows our needs. And it would be great if those two roads intersected. That would be wonderful. I mean, that's the dream for everybody, right? But it's not like he's going to go off the map because that guy clearly is the BPA. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes perfect sense.
That makes sense, but will Brad's philosophy line up on that? Because I know it's not black and white, but given his answer where he's like, you don't want to sacrifice a player you want for maybe a position you need to fill. That's like being upset that you failed a test because you neglected to study for the 3 weeks before. You know what I mean? Like, he could have filled this position, and then he could have gotten the player he wanted in the draft. But now he's put himself in a box where it's like, you didn't fill the position correctly in the past years, and to where we're in this position to where we don't know who's going to be the next man up when it comes to safety. So if you have to sacrifice the player you want for a safety, that's what you have to do as a GM. So it doesn't give me confidence when he goes on the air and he's like, well, I can't really sleep at night because if I got to pass up on a player I want for a position that I might need, that's going to make it hard to sleep. That doesn't give me a lot of faith that he's going to make the correct decision when it comes within those first 5 draft picks that we have.
No, I get it. See, and this is where I think, and Maz, you brought this up yesterday. Again, game of pretend. Sonny Styles is there at 12.
Yeah.
He won't be. Sonny Styles is there at 12, okay? Now all of a sudden you're not thinking about moving into the top 10. You're moving up 5. It's still going to cost you. It's going to, I mean, you guys know the draft positional value and everything. It's still going to cost you. There's two things that we have to figure out. Does he feel the way that, say, you do about Sonny Styles or we do about Sonny Styles? That's number one. And most importantly, how important does he value that positional need? I don't know the answer to that.
Well, he's got to look at his linebackers. He's got to look at the depth chart.
But you know what I worry about? That's what he's doing.
Yeah, and I think he believes in the linebackers they have currently.
That's what I worry about.
He believes in Rodrigo as his number 3 linebacker.
Yes.
Derek Barnes as his number 2. Derek Barnes.
That's what I worry
at number 2.
That's what I worry about.
And, of course, Jack at number 1, which, of course, is understood.
That's what I worry about. I don't know.
No, he can't. Rodrigo
This is a guy who likes his own, Maz.
I know that.
Let's not forget.
Rodrigo is a special teams guy, fill-in linebacker. And I know.
Rodrigo.
He's got interceptions in the playoffs. I know that. He's coming off an injury as well. And he's your number 3.
Do you think that's going to stop Rodrigo?
I like Rodrigo.
Leave Rodrigo.
I like him.
I do too.
People have just turned him into something he's not. Like every team in this town, they're the Tigers especially. People turn somebody into something they're not. Rodrigo is that guy for the Lions. He is exactly what you said.
It's going to be Jaden Ivey all over again.
He's a special team player. He can come in certain packages.
Yes.
He is not a viable starter at the linebacking position.
I don't believe so either, and I love him. So.
Yep. No disrespect. So
if you don't think you need a linebacker, then
I don't know. I don't know. That's my whole point. I don't know if Brad feels the way that we all do. Like, we all like Sonny Styles. Man, that would be awesome. Yeah, impact. Go, 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 right?
He's looking at it different.
Does he look at Sonny that way?
Well, he probably knows he ain't going to be there.
Most importantly, is that a position where he says, "No, I think we're
good." I can't
believe you say these words. I think we're good. I don't know the answer to those questions. I don't.
But I just know he won't blind fire BPA.
I
Because
agree.
it'd be different if we didn't have examples, 2024 being the biggest example of that. He's shown us before, like, he's willing to adjust his thinking depending on how the board shakes out. And like you said, what do they value? Because what we value as fans, clearly that's not what Brad is looking at.
Not at all.
He sees this totally different. And I understand that because he has an everyday view of this team. So in that regard, I do respect it. But once again, when you get to talking about, oh, well, we've gone all in and you're referring to the draft and shit like that, it's just that's where I have my umbrages with Brad, not in terms of his draft philosophy.
You realize if they make the Super Bowl in February of 27, it will be 70 years. That's the anniversary. 70 years.
You heard that, script writers?
It's been a long time, boss.
Okay, NFL, do what you got to do.
Las Vegas, are you listening right now?
Do what you got to do.
Do you know our mutual buddy Jack Ebling was at that game?
57?
Yeah.
Wow.
He was a little kid. I think he said his dad got him for his birthday.
Awesome.
Something. It was just a few days after Christmas, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, yeah. Back those days.
Yeah. And I think he said he got the tickets for his birthday though.
That's awesome.
So yeah, they're pretty funny.
I wish he had those tickets still.
Jeez, Pete.
Yeah.
All right, so do you want to do this, Maz? Do you want to show everybody while you press the red button?
I would love to. You want to break and come back with it?
Sure, we'll do that.
And then I want to show you side by side how I got tricked initially.
Maz, you got to look at what you're watching, man.
Maz got bamboozled.
You got bamboozled for how long?
5 seconds.
So I got bamboozled
All I had to do was scroll down a little bit.
I got bamboozled.
2024.
I got bamboozled for 10 seconds. That's all.
Matt's getting bamboozled by Russia. So
There's no way you got that. That was not 10 seconds.
Look at the chat.
Because first you had to watch it. Then you had to send it.
I watched it because
and then
I like
in that 10 seconds, that's when the button was pressed.
Right.
Leprosy was unleashed on the world. And Maz is like, screw them all.
I watched it, but
Leprosy.
when he mentioned Iffy Melifonwu, then I'm like, okay, I'm in the wrong time.
Oh,
Once
my
he
God.
mentioned Iffy, I was like, okay, I'm out.
That's a good minute into the cut. That's at least a minute and some change
I'm going to find it now. I am going to read. I'm going to read
By the
verbatim.
time he gets to Iffy Melifonwu, that's damn near 2
And you
minutes.
know, I
into the
love
cut.
Iffy. I wish he'd bring him back, to tell you the truth.
Oh,
I never
man.
thought he should be gone.
I am going to read verbatim how this damn thing went because I was sitting at home and I started laughing my ass off. Because I could see Maz in just an absolute state of
I'm like,
hysteria.
I've heard this before.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. He's on the full attack. The missiles are coming. All right, where are we going, JB?
We got to hear from Thrive and then BlackRock. But first, let me clear up some of these super chats. What?
I'm just looking at it. I'm just reliving the text.
It's so funny.
Shout out to Gold Crown for sponsoring our super chats.
2 minutes into the game.
2 minutes of being in there. $5 from I Ain't Say That. He said, a Brad press conference is like watching Back to the Future. I'm pretty sure they use a hologram for those press conferences.
That's a fact. Hey, who said that? I ain't say that.
I ain't say that.
Great call, bro.
Maybe that's why Maz got hoodwinked.
I did.
I've seen this before.
I got hoodwinked.
It's the same projection from 2 years ago. Just play it on a loop.
Was he really there at the press conference yesterday?
It was AI.
It was a
He
hologram.
was wearing something similar now that Maz
It's identical.
It was. It's not identical, but it's very similar.
I will prove it to you.
All right, we're going to take
It's not the same exact.
I went back and
I
looked.
get what you mean.
I did the side by side.
Wasn't one like a Nike gear and the other one wasn't, though?
Yeah,
I saw the lion, the black
Right.
jerk. I'll let you look for yourself.
All right.
We got $5 from the Purple Puma. He's sitting there.
Shout
He
out,
said,
man.
new show, Weapons of Mass Destruction, starring Mass.
I'm looking for headdresses.
I watched
You don't
that.
watch the. You're not allowed to do the cartoon.
I
voice.
know. It's how weird when I do.
Maz
it.
presses the button and gets mad at everybody else in the room. Well, why did you put the reverse on there?
Right.
We got another $5.
There should be some glass over there. I have to break the glass.
A precaution.
Why did they have this in the case?
$5 from Detroit, DC. He said, Brad's arrogance makes me wish the Lions lost to the Bears just so we could throw a losing season in their face. But Caleb, with his inches and feet.
They didn't need that game. You know that.
Yeah, I don't think.
Come on.
And yeah, I get DC's point though.
I
Once again,
do.
It gets harder to defend when you go up there and do shit like that. It
don't.
does.
Boy, oh boy, there's such a big difference between 8 and 9 and 9 and 8 in my mind.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm overplaying it, but in my mind there is.
Especially if your losses to the Bears.
Even with the comments he made on the injuries, like he said, when we look at injured players, we look at everything. We look at the type of injury it is. We also look at the injury history. And then I thought to myself,
DJ
what was the thinking into Marcus Davenport?
No, not Marcus. Who's the guy they got now?
Peyton Turner.
Peyton Turner.
And I was going to bring him up too.
Peyton Turner.
What was the thinking in Peyton Turner, who has only played one season, 16 games? In 5 years, he's played one season of 16 games.
We can fix him.
Peyton Turner.
He's had one healthy season.
Do you know what I still like? Marcus Davenport getting mad at everybody last summer was awesome. Like it really was. Marcus, what are you mad at me? I didn't do anything. This has been your life, man. Prove everybody wrong.
And once again, that's not Marcus's fault. It's his body. He can't control that. But Brad does control this roster. So what was the thinking? If you look at injury history before you bring in injured players, then what was the thinking behind that? Because that was the rap sheet on him coming in.
I just wanted to pull Marcus aside and kid you not and go, dude, I'm really sorry you're in the – but – people are speaking factually. What are you mad at?
Yeah. How about when he fell on the pillow and was injured on a sack?
Yeah,
on a tackle.
Injuring yourself getting a sack is.
He was hardly tackling the guy.
I'm not joking. In that moment, I was sitting at home rewinding that over and over, watching.
Where's the injury?
How did he get hurt? And then the national guys even were doing it. I can't see exactly what happened there.
Yeah. But just think about that. That was 2 years. And then I look at Brad, it's like, okay, smartest man in the room, why did you make him your starter? Like, even if you looked at the injury history and thought, oh, okay, we can get something out of him. Why would you make him your starter for 2 years?
He signed Mosley 2 straight years.
Mosley, I give him a pass for because Mosley didn't necessarily exude signs that he was injury prone before they got him here.
Oh, okay.
But in Marcus Davenport's case, that was his rap sheet. Everybody knew that. So, I'm just saying.
He's still out there. I just want you to know he's lurking.
It's not happening.
It's not happening.
Just bring your sub in now and get it over.
He's like this.
Nope. I'm getting my coffee from Neil. He will not be a Lion when that season starts.
Oh, did Neil bet you that too?
10-1. I bet 10 coffees to his 1 that Marcus Davenport wouldn't play a snap for the Detroit Lions.
Marcus Davenport.
I gave him 10 to 1
like
odds.
a creepy guy at the edge of the.
I
dance
will
floor
buy
at the
10
club.
coffees if Marcus Davenport is on this team next year.
No, I'm glad you didn't ask me for 10 for 1 subs.
No.
We just bet a sub.
That's how confident
You're only
I
getting
am.
your 1 sub.
It's Tuna Tuesday, Maz.
That's right. Thank you, Alex.
It is Tuna
Oh my
Tuesday.
God.
You need that tuna
I
too.
gotta
You're a
go
little
make
grouchy.
you your sandwich later.
I'm not grouchy.
You got it, grouchy.
Let's see what else we got going on
As
here.
the grouch.
$4.99 from Ryan's reaction. He said, when we missed the playoffs with the 4th place schedule, quote, we did what we could with what we had.
React.
Don't even put that into existence.
Ah,
Don't even put that into existence.
They'll make the playoffs, guys.
You better. We hope.
Maz, I like the faith. That's the
They'll make
first
the
positive
playoffs.
thing. I've
Ryan,
heard
that
say.
would
That's-
that's aluminum bat to my sternum. Like that's aluminum bat to my sternum.
That's why I said if you think you can go out here and have another season like you did this past year, you got another thing coming, man.
I will never, ever, ever get Dan Campbell at the podium in San Francisco out of my head. Ever. Ever.
It's a rough rewatch. $2 from the Purple Puma once again. He said, if Brad moves up and gets Styles, pants are off.
Yes. I'd throw a parade.
Maz and all his ducks throwing a parade.
That's right.
Maz and his duckies going down Woodward.
Right.
Like you have to understand in Maz world, there's no middle ground. There's here complete nuclear winter or let's have a parade with my duckies. There's no middle ground.
That's the city of Detroit.
Yeah.
Super Bowl or bust, baby. Super
No,
Bowl or
that's,
bust.
I'm sorry.
Alex, it's 70 years this February.
Oh, I
We're in that territory now because the team deemed it so. I firmly believe it. Sorry.
They gave us hope. They gave us a glimpse, and once you see that glimpse, it's
Yeah.
hard to look away from.
And I see people on Emmanuel Mosley. I meant more so he didn't have the track record or the history that Marcus Davenport had in terms of getting injured. Yes, he was injured when he came here, but that wasn't his rap sheet. So
I'm sure we can go back and look at everything that he's brought here, and they've all got something going on.
And finally, we got one more from Alan. He sends us $5. He said, are y'all getting the vibes that Brad thinks he is the smartest man in the room?
100%.
Same for Scott Harris.
I don't think
Same
he's
for
as
Iserman.
smug as Scott, but there is a level of smugness there.
But Scott lost some of his smugness. He did.
I wouldn't say that, but
See, but I want that for my GM. I want my GM to think he's the smartest in the room. I mean, as much as I make fun of her, as much as I'm like, hey, I don't wish you would say that, I would much rather him say what he says than get up there and be like, not confident in his ability to draft or to make free agency.
I think at the same time, do you know what I asked for? When I lost it is when Scott tried to justify the sheriff and Charlie Morton.
yeah.
Like, that's when I lost it. I was like, shut up. I'm not listening to another word.
Don't forget Paul Sewald
You
was in there.
literally made the team worse at trade deadline. He did. That's undeniable. That's where I lost it.
Yeah.
You know, I think there's a difference between being confident in what you do, and sometimes we all have to say I always say in our business, like, why is it so hard for people to go, boy, I missed with that? Like, guys, it's okay. We all miss.
Think we're gonna get fired just for being
It's really I don't know. So many people are so wrapped up with their cred or whatever. And we all miss.
Ego is like water. You need it to survive, but too much will kill you.
Damn right.
Isn't it?
Alex is
Like on a fortune cookie.
He's like
dude.
Bruce
That's
Lee.
good.
Dude, He's like Bruce Lee.
That's why he's weaponized, man.
Yeah, this kid's Bruce Lee.
Shout out
reborn.
Richard Plowden for that one.
All right. Anything else? Because I want to read Maz's text real quick.
No, go ahead.
All right. So this comes in.
Don't you want to read it when we play the cut?
No.
Okay.
Because I listen. Amazing. Lions GM Brad Holmes cashed some receipts today at his press conference. You wanted us to pick a quarterback. You didn't want us to pick Penei Sewell. Maz, this seems chopped up. Is this for real? Oh, never mind. And it was, in fairness to him, it was 2 minutes later. Oh, never mind. That was last year. I knew I remembered some of that. No, 2 years ago. LOL. Well, for 2 minutes, the missiles have already flown past the Great Plains. They're somewhere over the Atlantic on the way to Moscow.
Russia's out there riding unicycles, panicking.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Poison.
I didn't mean it.
Putin hit the bat phone going, Thomas, what did you do? I'm sorry, Vladimir.
Right.
I hope you don't fire your missiles in return of an accident.
Just put reverse.
It was an accident. Oh, man.
Hey, if you're tired from the midday crash from sugary
I'm tired,
energy
boss.
drinks,
I am.
it's time to level up with Thrive Energy Pouches. Made right here in the USA, Thrive delivers fast-acting energy
Help me,
and
Spock.
elite cognitive focus using all natural caffeine. The best part, it's all clean, all energy, zero sugar, and absolutely zero crash. You can get Thrive Peach, Peppermint, Cinnamon. I have the wintergreen.
cinnamon.
Scan the QR code right there on your screen or go to dipstop.com to grab a tin. Use promo code WSN at checkout to get 15% off your entire order. Guys, this stuff is legit. It effing works.
Hey, guys, Friday. It's coming. Just a few days away. Head on up to the Sioux. That's where the heavyweights are going this Friday, April the 17th, for another food review at the brand new Black Rock Bar and Grill at the Keewatin Casino in Sault Ste. Marie. And don't forget Red Wings legend and our buddy Darren McCarty will be there to kick things off at 4 o'clock with a meet and greet. Come tell some stories. Talk about the Red Wings, how disappointed you are. But make sure you get that famous steak on a stone, the volcanic rock, 755 degrees. Don't burn yourself. Make sure you make it medium rare, of course. Head on up to Black Rock Bar and Grill at the new Keewatin Casino in Sault Ste. Marie this Friday, starting at 4 o'clock. DMAC, then the heavyweights. It's not just a meal, it's an experience. Experience it at blackrockrestaurants.com.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports is your number one source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Jerry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day, all the sports, all Detroit, live on the Woodward Sports Network. Detroit's number one sports network. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like DMAC. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Hey, yesterday was one of those afternoons that we all dream of. It got warm out there. I think the high was 79. The sun was out, and patio season is officially underway. Nothing like an ice-cold beer. And I'll tell you what, guys, have you tried Sam Adams Cherry Wheat yet? I think it goes hand in hand. You can get $5 shorts of Sam Adams Cherry Wheat at any Art and Jake's location across Michigan on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Shout out to the one in my neighborhood, Art and Jake Northville. Outstanding with the Sam Adams. Light, refreshing, brewed with real Michigan cherries, smooth enough to sip all evening long. Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. Please drink responsibly. All right, welcome back in. Glad you could join us. Gang's all here. Alex, JB, KG, Maz. I'm Sean. Hi. All right, Maz, you want to do the receipts thing?
Yeah, let's play it from a few years back. This was must-see TV yesterday for me.
This is like Maz going to like the UN tribunal. Maz is on trial for war crimes, and he's going, now this is why I pressed the button. Here's my video evidence.
This is Maz's receipts.
I want you to remember what he's wearing. Now, is there any way you can do a split screen, JB?
I can. Here, I'll play it again once we're done playing a one cut.
All right, let's go back to 2024. I think it was February of 2024. This is Brad Holmes taking receipts.
But when you look back at those picks, and those picks were not welcome by many in this room. You know, Dave, you wanted us to pick a quarterback. You didn't want us to pick Penei Sewell. You know, people didn't want us to wait till the 4th round to draft a wide receiver. People didn't want to wait on a Derek Barnes to develop. But every single move was intentional and was made with intention. You know, back in 2021, we did not have multiple ones. We did not have multiple twos. We did not have 4 picks in the first 100, you know. Now, we did have that, and we used those wisely. You guys didn't agree, but we used those picks wisely. But we had 1 extra pick in 2021. We had a comp third. That was Ife Melifonwu. Carlos, I know you said that was a miss, but that was the only extra. That was the only extra pick. So what I'm saying is, that's not required to sustain what we built going forward. So,
how does it make you feel when you make a decision that isn't well received by everybody, but still standing on your 2 toes and going forward? I mean, just making
by everybody or you included?
No, I mean just anybody. I ain't really have a. I ain't say too much today. Deal with they do. So. But just going forward and picking those.
Smaller things.
That's not a criticism. I'm just saying. I mean, it seems like you're enjoying it a little bit.
No. It's. I'll say this. I'm big on accountability, you know, and I think y'all would expect me to be accountable when I'm up here. When things don't go right, you would expect me to be accountable, and I am. I feel I'm a very accountable person. I think when you heard so much negativity about our draft, and then when I said, look, wait till they start playing football, it'll be appreciative. When they started playing football and people started giving them credit, the negativity kind of just, everybody forgot about it. Nobody, you know, I give probably 2 people credit in this room that said, you know what, I was wrong. And I appreciate that, and I respected that. But just the other about, you know, you knew they were wrong, and then oh man, these rookies are playing so well. Or you hear many people gave them backlash, or, oh man, there were some people that, no, it wasn't many, it was you. You like, I'm reading this like, no, you gave them backlash. And so just having accountability, that's all it is. But again, like I said, I'm not here to, I told you so. Again, I told you so was when we selected the players. You just got to get through the post-draft wave.
So much of that I agree with. Okay, let me tell you about our business, okay? And you've heard me say this 1,000 times. If you get something wrong, you'll never hear the end of it in our business.
They still talk about Malik Willis with me. Still.
Brad is big on accountability, long as it's not him. Detroit, D.C., more on that. I promise you. Because that's where I'm going.
Again, that's from 2024, guys.
Can I tell you this? Can I tell you this? This is a true story. I keep receipts. You have no idea how much I keep receipts.
Our wives keep receipts.
Okay, no, I'm not. You have no idea how much I keep receipts. Okay, it is 1 in 100,000 that I actually cash in. Okay, and I have some receipts with some of you out there.
Ooh.
And you know who you are.
Sean's about to give him, I was going to say,
It was
Sean's about to give
easy
him
for
the
you to
you.
call me out just a couple months ago, and I kept my mouth shut. And you know what I'll do? I'll keep my mouth shut today. Because it didn't end the way that any of us wanted it to end, but it ended the way I told you it would end.
Sons of bitches.
So it's easy when it looks like it's not going to end that way. Oh, and I get the tweet, and I get the tag, and I get the name calling and everything. Trust me, I know. Most of the guys in this room, we know. But you know what? I make a choice. I'm never going to cash that in. There's one I really, really want to cash in, but I won't. I bet he knows who it is right now.
Justin said they're sweating.
I bet he knows exactly who it is right now, and I'm looking right at you, and you know I'm looking right at you. But
No. Keep it in touch.
Not going to, because that's our business. That's our business, and it's Brad's business.
Mm-hmm.
It's Brad's business for people to tell him he's wrong, and he knows that better than anybody. Okay, but how often does somebody have the gumption, the guts? I had a mea culpa to Stick. Stick and I went back and forth. Jared Goff was a beaten man. Jared Goff was done. I had no faith in Jared Goff resurrecting himself. And you know what Brad Holmes did? You're out your mind. This is a guy that can play. You have to put him in the right position, but this is a guy that can play.
Very true.
Stick was right. Brad Holmes was right. So what am I supposed to do? Argue that they weren't right?
Yeah.
No, you know what you do?
That's what we do in
You know what you
2026,
do?
Sean.
You go like this, tip of the cap, you're right. My bad.
No, Sean. Deny.
I
We
can't do that.
We know.
I never said that.
That's the best shit ever.
You have to jump on TikTok and make a 3-minute video, like saying how you are actually right in what you said, and everybody just misinterpreted you wrong.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So, Brad, I'm big on accountability. All right. And when was that? 2 years ago.
Yep.
2 years ago. Now, I'm not going to break one of my creeds. How many times have I said this in the course of my career, and here with these gentlemen? Okay. And when I was filling in with Neil, I don't think it's fair to look right, wrong, or indifferent at a draft until you're 2 years in.
Yeah.
It's something I don't do.
It makes sense.
Draft grades are stupid. I challenge you. Go back and look at Matt Millen draft grades. A's everywhere. Steals of the draft.
He stole
all
Mike
of
Williams.
Millen's buddies going like that
Look at Juice's
in the
draft
media.
grades.
Right? How did that work out, okay? But, Brad, do you know your 2024 draft is 2 years now?
Mm-hmm.
I can have that conversation now. Brad, what do you think of Terry and Arnold taking 24th overall? I'm not throwing them away yet, but how's that worked out?
Work in progress.
How's that worked out? Seriously. Ennis Rakestraw at 61.
We don't know what he looks like.
You don't know what he looks like. Which
Giovanni
you do,
Manu at 126.
Oh, boy. He traded up to get him.
Vaki at 132.
It's Maz's favorite player.
Wingo
It
at
is
189.
Ooh, Wingo. Mikhail Wingo. He's still there. I forgot
Mahogany.
about him.
He's been injured. Yeah.
At 210.
Mahogany. Steel.
Okay, now if you want to sell hope to me, well, the story isn't written yet. I can't argue with you. What I can say is 2 years in, why would I have believed that any of them other than Terry and Arnold has a next level? Based on what?
Well said.
They might.
We hope.
It's like talking Red Wing prospects, okay? I was talking to Spenny about this last night. I loved Marco Kasper. Loved him. I couldn't wait to see what Marco Kasper did this year. If you told me back in October that with one game remaining in the season, Marco Kasper would have 9 goals, I'd have said, get the bleep out of here. Shut your mouth. We're not watching the same game, okay? Factual statement. No other way to say that. He's got 9 goals.
See, look at Sean taking accountability right now.
Like, what the bleep happened? What? I mean, I thought this kid was ready to take a huge step. He did take a huge step. Back. So.
It's a sophomore slump.
if you're selling me on hope, I can't argue with you.
Hope is not an action
Don't
plan.
get mad at me when I give you the smug look, but I can't necessarily agree with you. What I can do 2 years after the fact is say, hey, Brad, you know, you really haven't hit that home run since then. You haven't. And again, in the interest of being fair, all right, after 1 year, I am not going to write any of those guys off.
Can you go over them?
From 2025.
So Tyleek.
No, I can't do that. It's 1 year in.
I don't know. I'm just trying to remember what the draft was.
Tyleek, Tate Ratledge, Tesla. Here, hold on.
Okay, so 2, 3.
Miles Frazier, the Egyptian magician, Dan Jackson, and Dominic Lovett.
Okay, so the first 4 got a real shot.
Let's see. I'm willing to take a toke of the hopium pipe. I am. Because it's 1 year in.
Yeah.
We'll have a better idea of what this draft class looks like after this year. I think it doesn't make it official, but I think you can start having the conversations looking back and going, yeah, Brad hit that. Brad missed with that. And I think what Brad fails to recognize is you can do what we just watched. You are well within your right. But so is everybody else when they talk about what have you done since then.
Yeah.
So is everybody else.
And a what have you done for me lately business.
You got it.
Fair or unfair.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
And a do we have a championship business.
Yep.
You don't have a championship.
Are we closer to where we were when you had that speech? Are we closer to where we were then, or are we further away? We're a hell of a lot further away.
Based on record, we're further
And your
away.
actions in 2024 and 2025 directly affected what this team looks like currently right now today.
You were this close to getting to the Super Bowl. Like, legitimately. So
A half away.
Yeah.
One half.
Like
a couple of minutes.
Yes.
Take like
a pass away, really.
Take a victory lap. Hand in those receipts, but don't get agitated when people start to hand in some receipts of their own.
That's why for him to kind of exude some of that speech in this most recent press conference, not fully, not completely, but there's little signs of it still there. You can tell he wants to get over on the media, or not get over, but he wants to jab back at the people that disbelieve in his methods and the things that he does. So it's not the time for that, man. This Lions team is in a very vicarious position, and you can't afford to have another season like you had this past year. I'm sorry, because it's only going to get worse from here, y'all.
JB, as somebody just said, don't bury the lead. Don't let Maz off the hook.
Oh.
Can we compare what Brad was wearing, that Nike hoodie?
It was a Nike Tech jacket
2
versus
years ago
a-
to what
shut
Brad
up.
was wearing yesterday.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Yeah.
I look quick. They were both black jackets. Come on, man. Look real quick. Rocket Mortgage, the lion background. Look real quick.
No, hold on. Maz might be cooking here.
No, I was about to say, yeah,
Come on.
the jacket is more similar than I thought.
Maz, there's more validity. I'm glad you did that, JB.
Yeah, no, Maz,
Maz,
you're
there's
cooking.
more validity. Yes.
That's how I got hoodwinked. I didn't mean to push the button.
You still should check the date on tweets, Maz. It's
I
a little
did.
small.
I did. I
love that. Listen, I didn't retweet
It's a
this
small
thing.
line right
Bro,
under the video.
I didn't
that got the
retweet
date.
it.
I did.
I sent it
It's
to
got
my
the post date.
I sent it to my friends. I didn't retweet it like an idiot.
No, you did retweet it. You just shared it with us.
And thank God I didn't send it to
Security Council.
Thank God I
That's why I decided to press the red button.
he crowd checked it with
I didn't
us.
send it
That's
to the
fine.
Woodward chat, which is the United Nations. I didn't send it there. I sent it to
United
our little guys here.
You crowd tested it. You
Neil
did.
would so beat China.
Oh,
Neil would
man,
so
what?
beat. Oh, you're firing missiles at Russia. Well, guess what?
I've been
Look
waiting
at
to hit
Brad.
this button on you.
Look at him.
All right, you know what, Maz? Maz, there's more validity now. I check dates first.
Yeah.
Or maybe 10 seconds in, I realize, why is he talking about something from 2024? But, Maz,
Right. Because
Based
my
on
first
what?
thought is, what reason does he have to go up here and pull receipts in this offseason?
Because that's how he is. He
yeah,
tricked
but
me.
come on,
can't,
this
though. He
this
can't-
would
he
be
can't-
crazy.
He can't write.
If he did 2024 today, that's
he
insane.
can't- he can't write.
We'd be trying to fire that man if
That's
he did
the
that.
whole point. He can't write. He knows he can't
Okay,
write.
so the yesterday's press conference, they should have come to him. They should have gotten their receipts.
Couldn't, and this is where I say, don't get agitated. If you're a man who's about accountability, accountability is a two-way street, man. Don't get agitated.
I'm going to tell you this. Doc from Detroit Sports Podcast,
shout out,
earlier in the week said, hey, Brad is having his press conference. Any questions you want me to ask? I wrote him. Brad, why aren't you more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Aggressive?
More aggressive in
Define
free
aggressive,
agency.
man.
Why aren't you more aggressive in free agency? And what I meant by aggressive, top-tier free agents instead of going on the cheap. And why do you insist on paying your players 2 years ahead of time when the NFL makes the salary cap grow every year? Who gives a damn if you have to spend an extra few $1 million on a player if he proves himself?
Maz, I'm going to get his back one little bit. That's a washed hoodie. I knew he was cheap. That's great. Maz, can I get his back one little bit?
Yeah, of course.
The contract that a guy signs 3 years ago might look exorbitant, but 3 years later, if that guy becomes everything we think him to be or hits a next level, that contract looks glorious.
I know that.
By
to say, I told you so.
I know.
So I think that's the logic he's taking.
I don't care.
Okay.
You know why?
I'm just telling
you can franchise tag guys. You can.
Oh, somebody said one is a zip on a jacket, the other is a hoodie.
No, they look the same.
They look the same.
They both look like that.
Maz, I got your... No, we all agree.
Maz, I was wrong. I was wrong, Maz.
Thanks, Alex.
JB, I know you got to get out of here. Do you want to play this Ian?
No, he's with us today.
No, I'm good.
Oh.
He's with us today. We're going to take a break and come back with Rap Sheet.
We are going to take a break.
You know what? I miss what's trending with JB, too.
Me too. I love when he's here the entire day.
It makes me happy.
It is great.
Kenny can stay on the couch on the Merv Griffin set. Alex is in the booth. Well, good.
Tuesdays are great.
I'm so protected, too, because, like, Alex is the closest to the door. If some angry person comes in,
he's got us.
We literally have
he's got
a concealed weapon.
We do.
Right there. That man has murdered 7 people this morning on his way to work.
That's my guy.
Jeez, man.
Well, that's just because I'm a bad driver.
Well, out of self-defense, of course.
Yeah,
out of self-defense.
Self-defense driving.
All right, where are we going, JB?
Let's see. We got to hear from Art and Jakes and... both of them, actually. Art and Jakes and Supreme Lending, so they're both you, man.
Oh, come on. I can't do back-to-back.
Yes, you can. Here, I'll mix in some super chats with you.
All right.
We got $5 from I Ain't Say That. He said, we've been seeing our Super Bowl through a periscope. Seems so close, but it's so far. I love you, Maz. You make my mornings.
Oh, thank you. Who said that?
I ain't say that.
Thanks, I ain't say that. You're a gem, man.
He said that.
You are a gem. Thank you.
And
There's more validity to what he said than any of us want to admit. There is. You guys, seriously?
Break it down.
No, I'm not being funny.
No, I know.
We were that close.
Yes.
Do you understand?
We were a 4th and 2 away. We were a Raymond catch away from making the Super Bowl.
Josh.
I legitimately was having conversations with my dead father at halftime. I'm going, Dad, I'm 60 minutes away.
My nephew literally texted me, I'm looking at plane tickets. Like,
you know how many people booked the Vegas trip?
Like, seriously. Like,
J-Mo waving goodbye, going into the tunnel.
No, that was CJ.
I'm not joking. My father, at the time, he'd been dead 3 years. I literally was going, oh, we're talking in 60 minutes. 60 minutes of football, you son of a bitch.
And then the laugh.
And then I hear his laugh.
30 minutes.
No, but the 30 minutes were over. The game was over. We were already in the Super Bowl in my fucking mind.
No, shit, not the Cook.
Oh, man.
The Cup was
they
different.
look so damn good.
Hey, Sean, there's no recall on that cup throw.
That first half.
There's no reverse on that.
I never saw them look better than in that first half. In the championship game.
That jet sweep touchdown from J-Mo looking fiery, looking explosive.
Right. I was in a chair at a friend's house. I couldn't get up. I wanted to go home and watch it. I did not want to get up and ruin them. I didn't move. I didn't want to ruin the mojo.
You reached down deep and had nothing.
My son and I were texting. He was in Savannah. He was living in Savannah. we were texting like the entire halftime. Is this real? I can't believe this is happening. Jack, you have to come to Great Grandpa and Grandpa's gravesite with me.
God.
We're dancing together. Yes, Dad, I'll be there.
Oh man. Honestly,
I know.
there's no worse pain.
It was a periscope. Like, literally,
Yeah.
we were, like, it was right there.
You think it was your dad who cursed that game? You might have prayed at halftime. You might have doomed us, Sean. You might have prayed to your dad, and your dad was like,
We all
hey,
prayed, Alex.
No, seriously.
We all.
I
I
really
wouldn't
thought they
call
was
my
doing that
conversation
shit.
with my dad prayer. I'm not sure God would have been real happy with that.
Right.
You son of a bitch! Screaming at him.
Like you were trying to convince your own brain, like the Lions are going to the Super Bowl. Like it was crazy. I was talking to myself.
It was.
I'm like, no, they're really.
I was
They're
no,
really
no,
gonna
no.
do it.
It
Like,
was.
They're really gonna do this.
It was over. There wasn't like the game. It was 60 minutes in my mind. It was the Super Bowl. It was we're gonna go beat the Chiefs again.
I'll never forget Dan Campbell's face at the end of the first half when he wound up kicking that field goal. And I saw the look of disappointment on his face because he would have went for it, and they would have scored. They would have. They would have scored, and that would have been lights out.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was
Josh-
mad that he kicked the field goal. I'll say it to the day I die.
And since then, he
But
just
at the
stopped
time,
kicking
we
field
thought that
goals.
Josh Reynolds drop was a blip on the radar.
Yeah.
We didn't know how impactful
We didn't know there
that
would be
shit
a
was
couple
gonna be.
more.
Yeesh.
Who was it? Trav a few weeks ago that put out the catch.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Kindle Vildor. Yeah. That's impossible.
You ain't seen Brandon Ayuk since that day.
Yeah.
Literally.
He's untradeable.
Yeah.
He's untradeable. He sold his soul to the devil that day.
I don't think he's played a down for the Niners since that day.
Sean,
But
you were saying that last night the game was sow the wings. That catch was sow the Lions.
It was.
Like it was
It
such
was.
a Lions thing to happen.
I have a way that maybe they could break the streak. Bring Brandon Ayuk here. He's a free. He's
don't
great.
nobody.
You can
Man.
trade.
All right, let's go to break.
Trade
Let's
a
go.
seventh round
Here we
pick
go.
for him.
Break.
The
Let's go to break.
49ers.
Wrap that shit up.
The Niners will take a
Wrap it
seventh
up.
round pick for him.
Sean
Bring him here
JB.
to snap it. Snap the curse.
We will be
JB, you
back.
know what you got to do, bro. Wrap this shit up, dog. Who we got to hear from?
He's available.
Sean, let's just go to break, Sean. Sean, it's okay.
You have any more super chats?
Let the commercial soothe you.
just
We'll
one-
do it when we come back. We
Just
got to go
one
to break
more
behind
super
that.
chat before we go
ahead,
to break
JB.
from Detroit, DC. Maz, with friends like these, who needs friends?
Thank you. Thank you.
Maz loves accountability.
He does.
He does. Maz is all about accountability.
All right, I'll tell you about Art and Jake's, guys. It's the best. It's the best sports bar around, hands down. The best food, the
Facts.
best TVs, 80 televisions, wall-to-wall coverage, 22 draft beers on tap, and a great menu stacked with fan favorites.
Bread and
Try that
IU.
Bang Bang Shrimp. They are outstanding. The pizzas there are great. The talent there is great.
better,
The
man.
bartenders,
Wrap that up.
the servers, everyone, top of the line. Scan that QR code. Join the AJ's fan club. It's a sports bar setting with fine dining flavor. And, of course, buying a home or refinancing one is a huge decision. That's why you need people in your corner. That's why Woodward Sports and Supreme Lending are teaming up to help you guys out. As a full-service lender, Supreme Lending boasts a 99% close-on-time rate, 97% customer satisfaction score. Here's the game changer. When you qualify for an eligible loan, mention Woodward Sports and get $500 off your appraisal. To score this deal, call the numbers on the screen. Talk to Chad and Chris at Supreme Lending today. But remember, tell them Woodward Sports sent you.
I hate to tell you, energy drinks, but you're about to be crushed. Thrive nootropic energy pouches are here to change the game by delivering steady, focused performance in a clean white pouch for a fraction of the cost. And unlike other brands, Thrive comes from an American company that's been leading the way for over 30 years. So stop drinking gut rot energy drinks and why don't you thrive for a change? It's just better.
Woodward Sports is your number one source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Jerry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. every day. All the sports, all Detroit, live on the Woodward Sports Network. Detroit's #1 sports network. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
It's game on at Art & Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art & Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
The Detroit Original turns 80 this year.
I was there last night.
Happy birthday to Buddies.
Woo!
You hear Detroit-style pizza everywhere. This is Detroit-style pizza. That's where the phenomenon started 80 years ago, right here in the D, with Buddies Pizza. And of course, being buddies, are they taking victory laps? Hell no. They're passing on great deals to you, savings to you all year long. Something new all the time, but I want to talk about this deal because it's such a fantastic deal. The new signature special, get a 4-square pizza and individual salad buddy bread for only $29.99. 8-square pizza, medium salad, buddy bread for $39.99.
That's what I got.
Ooh.
Well, and you know the medium salad, there's enough meat in there to
we brought
feed
some
like
home.
58 people.
Yeah, we brought it home.
Oh, I love every second of it. Visit your local Buddies and ask about their new signature specials today.
Wish I had some buddy bread right now.
I'm hungry, man.
I told you I have a problem. I had a dream about pizza last night.
Why not?
Who the bleep has dreams about pizza?
Me?
You do.
You, I guess.
That's the top thing I miss about not being home in Jersey.
See, I
missed my pizza.
Now
I fell in love with Detroit pizza.
No, what? There's nothing like it's funny. People like this is.
It's completely different.
The
I
Chicago
do like the New York
dog,
pie.
Coney dog thing.
Yeah.
Do I like Coney dogs better? I
Yes,
do.
yes.
Do I like a Chicago dog?
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
I think a Chicago dog's fantastic.
It is.
I'm the same way with their pizza. I love deep dish, pie style pizza. I do.
I love Chicago
It's the
style.
great shit.
I love.
Yeah.
There's not a pizza I don't like.
That, not so
Chicago
much for
style
me
is
personally.
fucking
But
awesome.
but I can love Detroit style pizza and think a New York slice is unbelievable.
Oh yeah,
Right?
That part.
It is.
A Connecticut slice?
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
I love a New York
Mystic
pie.
pizza.
Nice and
Connecticut.
thin. You get all the flavor. It's
pizza
just
in general
perfect,
is
man.
so
You can
good.
fold it.
Pizza's my jail. It's when I'm going to death row. I'm getting a large pie from Benny Tadino's. I'm getting a Diet Coke out of the fountain.
Well,
why are you on death row?
when the
That's
guy
it.
mistakenly
on
presses
death
the
row?
red button, there's no other verdict.
I'm going to death row.
You're getting the chair. The UN sitting there like, all right, what do you want for your last meal?
Yeah.
I want Buddy's Pizza and a Diet Coke.
That cannot be the last
And a projector
meal,
with all the
It
NFL
is.
logos.
Honestly, JB, it's my last meal, hands down. Hands down.
Maz, you killed 20 million people. But
I know.
You get
I get a pie.
Yeah.
I get a pie. And a fountain soda. Can't be out of the bottle, can. Got to be a fountain soda.
Can you get like multiple things? Like, you know how
I don't know. Can I get dessert
I'll
too?
have a pizza. I'll have a brisket. I'll have, like, can I do that?
No, they probably gonna limit you.
I want a Haagen-Dazs cherry vanilla ice cream or rum raisin. I'll take that as well. As dessert.
That is the.
Remember when he got mad at the Dairy Queen guy?
Yeah, that's.
Oh, that son of a bitch. $4 for a baby cone? Go to hell.
Was he on the spectrum too, man?
I think he was. I swear to God, the cone is this wide, and the ice cream was like right here. It didn't even fill the fucking cone. Excuse my language.
Yeah, that's
Poor kids trying to do their job, and Maz just gets all over them, you know?
I mean, what's this?
Maz, it's 2026. That's what that is.
That's terrible.
It's the good old days,
Maz,
man.
never go, for your sake, never go to Chipotle.
Why?
Because
They
the
gonna
moment-
skip the hell out of you.
So you can still ask him. I want more.
Oh, yeah.
I do
They're
talk
gonna
to the
give you a,
Chipotle
like,
guy
one
crazy. Like,
slice.
come on, bro,
You
you
can-
give me another scoop.
You can politely ask them.
My
to add
kids
more.
live at Chipotle. Believe me, I know the whole Chipotle thing. But I sent KG one time. He was going across the street to the gas station. He's like, "Maz, you want anything?"
Please tell this
I'm
story.
like, yeah, bring me a Diet Coke. He brings me back a bottle of Diet Coke, which I could have got at Birmingham Roast.
All right,
I'm like,
so-
what the hell is this?
All right, so
It's a fountain soda.
So rock with me here. If
out
you
on
go
KG.
tell somebody to go get a pop from you from a gas
It's a
station,
soda.
shouldn't you specify pop? Shouldn't you specify that you want it from the fountain as opposed
I didn't
to
think
the
I
bottle?
had to.
No, you absolutely
have to
specify.
specify that, man.
When I could have bought it right here at Birmingham Roast.
I don't know that, though.
Yeah,
He knows
like,
it.
You know what?
I
Look
don't
at
know
this.
that.
You got your coffee.
That was the.
Coffee,
Get coffee up.
Coke. Yeah, sure.
It's
not
the
the
same
same,
thing.
man.
You go in there every day.
That's not the same.
All right,
They have
Maz,
cans of
in
Coke,
fairness to
and they
you-
got bottles of Coke.
I understand that.
In fairness to you, I know that you love fountain.
Who don't?
Okay, I know that. He probably didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that. That was my first time getting Maz a beverage.
Right. And it's the last time getting mad at
Damn right.
Fuck that.
Damn
I
right.
gave him a
You
$4
ungrateful
bill.
son of a bitch.
I bought his drink too. That son of a bitch.
Oh,
Who the hell drinks from the fountain at 26? Nobody.
Big gulp. You out of your mind?
We stopped doing that shit in
It is-
2014,
you know what
man.
you do? Like
Is this what the
Maz?
subway
Okay.
felt like?
I always feel like I'm wrong when I agree with Maz. But listen, there's something to be said about that 99-cent Big Gulp.
Oh my God! It's the
Like
best
that
value in the
Diet
country.
Mountain Dew. I mean, you
Yeah.
get the equivalent of like a liter
Oh, and you can
for
put
99 cents out of the fountain.
But see,
can
I'm
mix
such a
flavors.
good guy. I want Maz to have the pure cocaine. I don't want him to have anything watered
It
down.
was a
Sometimes
plastic
the
bottle.
fountain-
That's the worst Coke.
No, it's not.
It is.
Sometimes the fountain tastes like shit.
The plastic bottle is the worst
Oh,
Coke
my
you can get.
God.
I'll agree with you. Plastic bottle is it's
terrible.
It's can. You got to get can. Can is
Can's
the best.
number 2 choice. No, 3. Bottle is number 2.
Oh, no, the bottle cool then.
Bottle number 2.
Well, you rather have the bottle than the
John
can?
F. and Lord, do
Like the
your
glass.
work.
Oh,
Do
the
your work,
glass.
John F. and Lord. Do your
Glass
work.
bottle.
I'm gonna go home and find a bunch of different like Coke bottles and cartoon Maz.
We should do a
man.
taste test. We
That
should have a
Mexican
table.
That Mexican Coke is top of the line.
I do owe
Top
you
of
one,
the
too. I
line.
was
with
supposed to get
the
you one
real
yesterday.
cane
yes.
sugar. Yeah.
Top of the
We'll
line.
do a taste test. Have a table of all different Diet Cokes, and just Maz has to rate.
Oh, I
them.
could.
Blind.
Do you know I took the Pepsi challenge back in the 80s? The Coke Pepsi challenge. I'm like, that's
they have
Pepsi.
one
That's
It's
in the
so
80s?
easy.
Does-
Yeah.
does-
Like, I don't see how people can't
But-
taste the difference.
But they made a whole thing out
I
of it.
remember,
Yeah.
I
Does
remember.
Pepsi taste different today than
Yeah.
it did back in the 80s?
At the Taste Fest, they used to
1000%.
do it.
Just
At the
like
Yeah,
Taste
it
Fest, as a
was.
kid, I did
It was. There like. I never understood. Like all the kids in my neighborhood loved Pepsi, and I was such a Coke. It never made sense to me. It was like
Yeah.
I.
Pepsi's good. It's
Now,
just
is Comerica-
thicker.
Look at
Like, I
John.
don't-
Thank you, John.
Something about
What did he say?
He goes, "Will do." I knew he'd be going
Now,
to
did
work.
the Comerica switch to Coke?
I don't know.
They used to have the best
I don't-
Pepsi pour
Yeah.
that there was. I'd get plain Pepsi. I'm a Diet Coke guy.
Yeah.
But I go to the game, I get a regular Pepsi.
You know what's crazy? I do like Diet Pepsi.
No, that's worse
Yeah,
than Diet Coke.
I do like Diet Pepsi.
No, Diet Coke over Diet Pepsi
Yeah,
by far.
I do. But like regular I mean, you know me, Diet Mountain Dew. I love that shit. Gosh damn, is that stuff good.
John F. and Lord is asking, I'm sure for the photo, did KG make the Sometimes I Hate You list?
No.
Okay.
I love KJ.
All right. Good.
I've never heard
My
you
own
say
father
I
hates
hate you.
me. It's crazy.
Do you know,
Never.
in fairness, it's been a while since you told me you hate me.
I don't hate you. You tried.
Other than the 38 times you said it.
You tried to save me from pushing the button. You tried.
But Matt's pressed it anyway. Now he's on death row.
You got to look at that date, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take you off on this tangent. I wanted you guys to talk about Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero.
My mom.
Right, what was we talking
My
about?
wife gave Maz ducky food. Come on.
And my wife found it. She's like, "What's this?" I'm like, "Well, Sean's lovely wife, Kristen, gave this to me. She's a great lady. He abused the hell out of me. I showed her the dead duck picture you showed me. All these dead ducks. You know, the hunters that are shooting the poor little mallards.
She got so mad at me. She was like, "Why are you doing that? Give this to Tom."
That's why Matt wishes he had
All
some
right.
Buddy Bread here.
Ian Rappaport on his thoughts on the Lions draft strategy.
Huge.
God, I still think of that Jack Campbell draft when my phone lit up with people being like, I cannot believe they took an off-the-ball linebacker where they took him. Then he turns out to be a great player. And it's like, you know what? It is possible that Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions know exactly what they are doing, don't care about where a player is weighted based on what position he plays. They just want really, really good football players. But this year, going into the draft for the Lions, Tom, is maybe a little different because they do have a big-time need at tackle. Now, they don't necessarily need a left tackle. There's obviously been talk about offensive tackle, a defensive tackle to come in and add to that really good defensive line group that they have alongside Lee McNeil and Tyleek. I would say that, to me, makes sense. The Lions drafting someone enormous would be something to talk about on draft night.
Enormous. Just
Jeez.
watching that video and
Maz.
to see the weapons that this team has.
Maz,
I miss watching football.
Maz, what position was he talking about?
He's talking about the O-line.
Okay, so
and
what
possibly
what,
the inside D-line.
What position in particular was he talking about?
He was talking about the tackle.
We don't need he said
Right. Left tackle is going to be Panay.
Larry is not going to be a starter on this team.
Larry could play different positions.
I know, but Larry's not going to. Okay, so where's he going to play? Is he going to play over Ratledge?
No.
Is he going to play over Cade Mays?
He'll be a guard.
Is he going to play over Mahogany?
Yeah.
You think he'll play over Mahogany?
I do.
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't. I think Brad will go with his guy. I think Brad will give his guy every opportunity. Again, that's not the same.
Larry's his guy.
Not like when you draft a guy. That's not to say he won't be part of a rotation.
Mm-hmm.
But being a corner, I don't believe it for a second. I don't. And I think some people had him slated in as a right tackle. The Lions are going to get their starting right tackle in the first round. I'm convinced of it.
Or maybe they trust him to be the right tackle and they get someone and shock you.
I hope that's not the case. I'll just leave it at that. I won't lose my mind yet. But if that's the case, then yeah, I don't like that at all.
Why can't you get a guy in the second round?
Well, you could legitimately, but I think, especially when you look at all the guys in that area, there are legitimately like 5 different names you could get in that general vicinity.
Right, and maybe one drops in the second round.
That's why I said yesterday this could be that unique position where a need and BPA intersect.
Yeah.
That's what makes 17 interesting to me. I don't know. We'll
They
see.
might not sit at 17.
I don't believe for a second Larry's going to be a starter. I just don't.
I really hope not. If I see Larry on that starting lineup come game day, I might come in here with a concussion from beating my head into a wall.
He was great for the Lions back in the when Miami was here for the practices.
Look at. Did
Dual
you see
practices.
the anger? I love that picture. JB, can you put that up? Look at the anger. Yeah, why you always got to screw around, Larry? Lighten up, Juice. We're with the Lions.
I like when they go to the starters or who's going to dress for the game, and they're looking down. Oh, Larry's dressing. Juice keeps looking. It's all right, Juice. You're going to be there to root for us. You're going to be good. You're going to get your chance.
I don't know, Larry. I might be a training camp cut.
Then they all come in with the Juice jerseys. Let Juice start for me, Coach.
You're a captain on this team. Start acting like it.
No, Manu.
I believe I am.
No, Manu comes in.
And everybody drops their jersey.
Manu comes in. Let Juice start for me. No kidding.
Right.
No kidding, Gio. Of course he's going to play for you. Now get back to the practice squad.
At the end of the show, Cade Mays asked to be subbed out so Juice can play it down.
That's so damn good.
Dan, I'm not going back out there till Juice gets a play. Like,
where's Manu?
So damn good. Oh my gosh. Play-in starts tonight. Are you guys in?
oh yeah,
No, yeah.
I'm interested to see who the
Let's
Pistons
see the
gonna get.
matchups. Let's see these games.
I think you're gonna get the Heat personally, but we'll see.
You think you're gonna get the Heat?
Out of all
I
those
don't
four,
know how this freaking all comes down. We won't know who the opponent is for the Pistons till Friday.
Friday night.
Yeah.
It's not that difficult. Take a look at
I know. I can't still figure it out.
it.
They literally have the instructions right there.
Okay.
Literally right
okay.
there.
Tell me who we're gonna play then.
I think we'll.
Go ahead, dumb it down for me.
You have to wait for the games to commence, though. We can't tell you who
Go
we're
ahead,
going to
pick
play.
your winners.
You know what? I think it'll be Charlotte because that's the team I don't want to play. So it'll be Charlotte. How's that?
They hate us.
We hate them.
Yeah.
All right.
We
walked
walked
off-
off.
right.
We walked off the court.
Make them pay.
against them.
What that
Make 'em
mean?
pay.
They want to be tough. Let's be tough. Let's
Yep.
come to the city and be tough then.
Let's
Did you hear
let's
George
go.
Blaha? Blaha like lost it on the air, and George is straight arrow.
No, he is for the most part.
And he's like, Beef Stew doesn't want to get involved with some guy just trying to make a team. Look at Beef Stew holding his ground. George was great.
He be taking shots sometimes.
He's been,
he do.
I think he gives no Fs anymore.
Yeah.
He just puts it out there.
So let me ask you this because there's been a real big debate, obviously, in the hockey world. Like I put out a tweet the other day that got retweeted like a gazillion times and all that shit.
Oh God, yes.
Would you
Oh, the
rather
playoffs.
have 1 versus 8, or do you like this playoff thing? Do you like this playing thing?
I like to play him.
Okay. 'Cause the way the NHL does it is just
It's maddening.
I almost
Yeah.
said a word I can't say. It is beyond nuts.
It gives more incentive to the bottom dwellers to actually go out there and make an effort. You can still make the playoffs even if you're an 11 seed.
So-
like I do like that.
Can I explain to you? Can I explain to you if the NBA was the NHL? Do you know what a first round matchup would be? This is true
Like the
story.
Knicks.
The Boston Celtics taking on the New York Knicks.
Yeah.
That's a first round matchup.
I don't want that in the first round.
But that's what you'd get. That's
But
what the
that's what you
NHL
get.
is giving you.
Yeah.
In the NHL, you're having the number 2 team in the West play the number 3 team in the West in the first round.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
In the East, you're having the number 3 team play the number 4 team in the first round.
That's
the NHL.
Montreal and Tampa Bay are playing a first round match.
2 teams that legitimately
Right.
could get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's crazy.
One
Yeah.
of them will be done.
One of them's gone.
Yeah.
Because then the second round.
Dallas and Minnesota.
The goal
Yeah.
is to get the best of the best teams as far as you can.
Right.
Listen,
Yeah, that's
8
crazy.
seeds in the NHL used to win. And 8 can win.
Not 100 years ago, but now, today, in cost certainty
and 8
era,
can win.
absolutely. Absolutely.
And 8 can't win in the NBA.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
No.
That's why they should have left it alone. 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3, 6, 4, 5. That's the way it
I mean,
should be.
it's still the same way. You just got to play in for the 8 to 10 seeds.
So conversely, the Red Wings would still be alive if
Yes.
you had a play-in.
Right.
Yeah. But it's still the same
See,
format.
now all of a
once
sudden,
they
Red
get through
Wing
the play.
fan go, maybe it's not a bad idea. Maybe we should think about this play-out in.
I think they'll change it eventually.
No, because the wing season needs to be over. We need to. I can't watch. I can't.
Why?
do
They
it
play.
anymore.
They're game. Say that about them. They're game.
Other than Saturday. I mean, that was awful on Saturday. There's no other way to say it. It was awful. It was.
Yeah.
I had a couple guys reach out to me that actually said, "Holy shit, you nailed that."
You mean against the Devils?
That was awful.
They had 3 leads.
They played with zero intensity, and I challenge anybody to go watch that game and tell me where you saw any sandpaper or any semblance of somebody throwing a check. It was embarrassing. Like, go out and play with some intensity. I mean, go play like you want it.
And then how dare they boo us? How dare you boo us for
Listen,
disappointing you?
they got the punishment of a lifetime. They had to stay on the ice for Fan Appreciation Day and take pictures with
And
people.
got booed.
Think about that.
That's
They're like, sorry guys, you can't go to the locker room yet.
I know a guy that works down there who literally told me it was the most awkward,
Yeah.
few minutes. He
Think
said
about that.
It was just awful.
Good.
Well, a few of them were in the bar after the game. Anyway, so.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I don't blame him
Tigers
one bit.
back in action, and I hate when the Tigers don't play. Last night was
I
like
know.
one of those nights.
But it was good. Can I tell you something about last night? MLB Network, the big inning is one of the best things you could watch. It's like the red zone.
I agree.
All in front of you. They have 4 games.
I love it.
They switch, and then they put a 5th game up. Do you know 9 players last night hit 2 home runs each?
Damn.
Hey.
Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, 2 3-time MVPs hit 2 home runs against each other for the first time since the 40s. 2 home runs apiece. Last night was a great night in baseball, although the Tigers didn't play. MLB Network, hands down the best network for a sports fan.
I could not agree with you more. And listen, I love the NHL Network. I think it's really good. I think MLB Network is next level. I really do.
They're terrific.
It is fantastic.
I love their hosts. I love their analysts. They do a great freaking job.
Even Big Papi?
No, Big Papi's not on that.
Oh, okay.
He's on Fox.
Oh,
I'm a huge Sky Hansen guy, though. I will say.
Do you like Big Papi?
As he's wearing the Yankee jersey, though. As he got his Yankee jersey on.
He couldn't even, he tried to answer and he couldn't do it. He was so angry, nothing.
You know, some wise ass bought me a Big Papi jersey.
Who did?
Some wise ass.
Really?
Yeah. So I know a couple of Boston fans. I wrapped it up and gave it to them.
Bro, Big Papi killed my Tigers in what
I
was
won't
that,
burn it.
2013? I still love Big Papi, though.
I won't burn a jersey, but I will definitely not wear
I told
it.
you.
How do you not like him? He's just...
I hate that the people. Now I'm going to turn into Maz. The simpletons that think that series was over when he hit that home run. It bothers me.
No.
More than it.
It didn't help though. But no, it
didn't
wasn't.
help.
It definitely
We're going to get out of here. I'm not.
No.
End on it.
1-0 game. The next game. 1-0. 1-0.
Wait. We do have an incoming from John F. and Lord from Mass.
Uh-oh.
With the 2 shoes, though.
Oh, 2 shoes. Shout effing Lord, you're a freaking genius.
Dude, he checked all the freaking boxes.
Oh, look at that.
It, man.
That's awesome.
That's fabulous.
All right, JB, anything else before we get out of here?
No, I just had to show you guys that one.
All right, God bless you guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Keep it tapped in all day long. See you.